Hey everybody, Mark Joseph here with another introductory music class I'm doing for Community Works, second grade through fifth grade. If you've taken my class before, you know Mr. Mark, and this is my little home studio here. And I want to continue with the songs we've been doing and learning the basic melodies. So today's lesson, of course, is what you just heard, a little bit of a song that everybody knows, The World Over. And so that makes it a good one to learn. Is called Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And if you don't know already, it's also the very same melody as the alphabet song. All right, so we're going to get 2 for 1 today. If you want to just go and grab your little keyboard, right? Or if you have a piano set up right by that, because all pianos and keyboards are the same. All right? And by that I mean they all have the same notes. And I marked a few of them here for you. So just to review, okay? You have the C note, all right, which is very important. A C note is always located, if you look at a piano, it has 2 black notes, 3 black notes, 2 black notes, 3 black notes, and so on. Always repeating. And a C note is always below, okay, right here. Holding it so you can see it. Always below the 2 black notes. So there's a C, and look, right here below 2 black notes. There's a C. Okay, so that's what we want to set up on to start this song. And you're going to use your thumb, okay? This is very important that we get the fingering correct. So you actually start with your thumb on C, and then don't worry about any of the black keys right now. You know, if you've taken my class before, we're going to start with the white notes and using all of our fingers to go up one at a time. So there's the thumb on C, and here will be your first finger on D. That would be the next letter in the alphabet, right? C, D, and now keep everything there. E with your middle finger, F with your ring finger, and then look, I marked G with your pinky. C, D, E, F, G. And for this song, we're going to need C, D, E, F, G. Also, the next note, A. And then if you notice, it would actually be B, and we'd be back to C again. So to review, C and C, we just go up the alphabet. C, if you can see it, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. All right? Are all the letters in the musical alphabet. And we're going to use, for Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, the C with our thumb, D, E, F, G, and also this A. All right? Starting over again. So, to begin this tune, all right, you have to put your thumb on C and jump all the way to your pinky and play each note twice. C, C, G, G. Okay, that's Twinkle, Twinkle. And you can mark your own notes on your piano or keyboard too with a little Sharpie, as long as it's like a dry erase, like something like this, okay? You can go ahead and mark them on there if you need to for now, and then you can erase them later because you want to memorize all of these notes eventually, okay, kids? So we don't want to have them on there, but for today's lesson, I put them on there, just a couple that we would need, all right? C, of course, with the thumb, G with the pinky, and then this is the little challenging move here. We want to keep all our fingers in place, and then just move that pinky up to A, and back to G. That'll give us Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. All right, while keeping the correct fingering for C. All right, so let's try that first part. You're going to play it along with me. Ready? Here we go. Ready, go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. All right, so that's thumb twice, pinky twice, and then move your pinky up one note, play it twice, and then back to G. C, C, G, G, A, A, G. Okay? Thumb, thumb, pinky, pinky, pinky up one and return. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. All right? That is the first part of this song. In music, we have what's known as an arrangement. Okay, we put the parts of the song in a certain order, and that's an arrangement. So for this particular arrangement, and for learning purposes, we are going to have that be our first part. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. All right? If you already had that, you can jump ahead. That's the cool part about video, right? You just jump ahead, or you can rewind this now, right? Jump back and try that again. Let's make sure we have our first part of our arrangement together, okay? If you have to go slower, that's perfectly fine. C, C, G, G, A, G. All right? That's thumb, thumb, pinky, 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 pinky. All right, let's use all of our fingers. I know a lot of you guys like to, when you're first starting out, you like to just use one finger and try and jump. But that is not going to help you play music, okay? Not when you get into more and more songs. So let's learn how to do it right with our thumb on C, our pinky, okay? Jumping up to the proper note where it belongs, and then moving up one more. So we have, and this, with our fingers remaining where they belong, on all the other white keys, will help us play the next part of the song, right? And the next part is, okay, it uses all the fingers, again, 2 times each, but we're going to go from the note that is just below G. Now, do you know what the note below G is? What letter in the alphabet is before G? Okay, if we have our A here, well, let's say we have our C, and then we jump to our G, we play our A, we go back to G. Now, if we just go down the alphabet, what do we have? What's before G? F, E, D, back home to C. All right? Did you get that? All right, one more time. Part 2, if we have our fingers where they are supposed to be, would be, how I wonder what you are. Okay? The letter before G. Go backwards in the alphabet. F, F, E, E, D, D, C. All right? That's part 2. So let's make sure we have the 2 parts together. All right? If again, we play the first part, C, C, G, G, A, G. Do you have that? C, C. I'm sure you do. Then we would come down with part 2, F, F, E, E, D, D, C. Now keep your fingers right. So it'd be ring finger, middle finger, first finger, thumb. And then you put those 2 parts together. One more time. All right, do we have it? If you're singing along, that's twinkle, twinkle, little Okay? That's part 1 and part 2. All right? We're putting our arrangement together. We're arranging the notes, or at least the parts, in order. And we are almost there. Okay? So again, now at this point, you can skip ahead if you know, or you can go back. And make sure you have parts 1 and 2. And I will now show you the third part of this song, the third part in our arrangement. And again, you've probably heard the song, you probably know it. It's certainly known the world over. So just playing the melody. We have twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Now, I'm going to show you again. Keeping our fingers where they're supposed to be, thumb on C, right? Thumb on C. Every note has a finger. Okay? And we played the C, C. And then we play part 2 with every other finger. What you're going to do for part 3 is you're going to return to your ring finger. You're going to return to the F note. Now, it's not marked, but you should know because it's below G. And you're going to play, you're going to return to your pinky and play the G note. That it will be your third part. Okay? So fingers remain where they're supposed to be. Okay, every finger has a note. And you go to G for the third part, which is, and then 2 times each, coming down to only your first finger. So it's from G down to D. You notice how D is 1 above C. So, and play that part twice. And that would be, if you're singing along, right? That would be, if I can show you, get my fingers back. Play that twice. From G, your pinky, down to D, your first finger. And that is your third part. Okay? Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. And we'll play it slower. Up above the world so high. Pinky, ring finger, middle finger, first finger. Very important to get all your fingers working, okay? And that's your third part. One more time. We do it twice. Okay? So if we go back to the beginning now, that's part 1 and part 2, right? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. And then we would add this third part from our pinky. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Right? And again, if your fingers are on the notes where they're supposed to be, your thumb is on C, and then every finger afterwards has its own note. You can play without looking, just like I'm doing now. I'm looking at you, and I'm playing the notes because my fingers are in the right place, so I don't have to look, all right? And it's it's thumb, pinky, move your pinky up, and move it back to G. And then come down with every other finger. Okay, and to play the third part, you go to your pinky again. Play it twice, pinky, 2 times each down to D. And you have almost the whole tune now. Okay? Right? So we're here. Now the fourth part, okay? The last part in our arrangement, remember the order of the notes, is just like the first part, okay? Or the first section, right, in the arrangement, which was Twinkle, twinkle, little star, C, C, G, G, A, A, G. That's going to be our last part, okay? And you might want to add to that, just to finish it off, the second part, which is from G, or from F, back to C. So the last part is, again, Twinkle, twinkle, little star, just like the first part. But then, now I know just what you are. Okay, coming down 2 notes each from F, which is your ring finger. Okay? So try and put all of that together. And again, you can rewind this, right? Click back, or let's go ahead and put it all together. Okay, part 1, thumb on C, pinky on G. Move the pinky up to A, back to G. That's part 1. Part 2, third finger on F. If you're singing along, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Okay, that's parts 1 and 2. Now, part 3, like I said, starts back up on the pinky. Keep all your fingers where they're supposed to be, on G. And then 2 notes each, work your way down to D. G, G, F, F, E, E, D. So, up above the world so high. And we'll do that part twice. Like a diamond in the sky. Okay? And then our last part is just like the first part. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. But then we end it by playing our ring finger on F 2 times each, back home to C. Now I know just what you are. Okay, now in the last lesson we talked a little bit about tempo, and tempo is the speed of music, right? Like when you're in a car and you see a speed limit sign, 20 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour, 55 miles an hour, that is the same thing of tempo, or the same thing that tempo is. In music, you might go slow or fast or medium speed. It's the speed of the music. And to keep our tempo, we need a very steady beat. So I'm going to tap right here on these cymbals, a steady beat. And that would be a relatively slow tempo, just like the 20 or 30 mile an hour speed limit. And there are names for the different speeds of tempo. We'll get into those later. Right now, just think of this as about 20 miles an hour, really slow tempo, and it's always going to be a steady, steady beat. And you can play along with it with me right now. We'll try the whole song matching this tempo or speed, okay? Put your fingers on the keyboard. You're probably already doing it in the right position. Thumb on C, right? And then every finger has a note. And I'm matching them right now with our tempo, our steady beat. And so if you were to play our song, which has 2 notes each for each beat, using the right fingering and all the notes that we've rehearsed, it would sound like this. Ready, go. Let's try it again. You ready? You can do it with me this time. I'm sure you did last time, but let's do it again. Ready, go! Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Last part. Twinkle, little star, now I know just what you are. Right? Did you get it? Something like that? It's fun when you put a little beat to it. And you don't have to go at that tempo or that beat. You can go much slower or you can go faster if you've got it. Okay? But the important thing is that you maintain the proper fingering, which is thumb on C, okay? And then first finger on D, E, F, and G, so on, right? And then when you have to move to the A, just move your pinky up and then move it right back down. And then the third part, twice. And then the first part, again, which is the last part. And then you can add your chord if you like. We'll get more into chords and things like that later. Anyway, that's Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And like I said, it's also the alphabet song. Did you recognize that? Right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? All right, that was fun, right? Okay, I hope to see you next time. Keep practicing. It's true. Practice makes perfect. Have fun with it. Stay safe. I hope to see you guys real soon. And there's a lot more songs to come. So commit this one to memory, right? And all the notes on the keyboard, commit them to memory so you don't have to write them on there. And you're going to get better. And it's going to lead to a lot of fun things in the future, more songs you can play, and things you can make up on your own because you'll know all the notes and the fingerings of the notes and how they sound, and that's what music's all about. That's what makes it fun, okay? So you guys take care. I'll see you next time.